If you've ever come to the platform of YouTube because you want to learn how to grow your YouTube channel, there are so many resources out there. And if you're looking at specifically YouTube growth videos, you might notice that a lot of these videos just talk about the same ideas over and over. And I'm not saying that these videos don't hold any value. They do give good tips and tricks, but they're more so just ideas that we've heard over and over. So that got me thinking. What are the more so hidden techniques on YouTube? What are bigger creators gatekeeping, or what are creators using without even realizing it? Which is why I'm going to be covering 8 hidden YouTube growth strategies that nobody is really talking about. And by the end of this video, I want you guys to take away at least one method that you've never heard of. And when I was writing this script, I did learn at least one method that I had never heard of, so I hope you guys do too. So let's just jump right into the first method. And that is going to be the playlist hijacking technique, which sounds a little spy. Now this one is quite simple, but it does also make me feel like I'm doing a little bit of coding, which no, I'm not really. But every creator knows that there are things on YouTube such as playlists. And these playlists are places where you can organize your videos by topic or idea. But I just found a hack when it comes to utilizing playlists that I'd never heard of before until literally today. So for an example, I have a different channel and it's called Kayla's Cash. And this is a playlist that I've made within Kayla's Cash. It's a playlist where I'm just talking about passive income strategies. So let's say that I wanted to get this playlist more attention, but how would I do that? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy this, but the trick is we are not going to copy the whole thing. We're going to copy just where it says and list. This is very important. We're going to do Control-C. We're going to copy that. Now let's go on YouTube. Let's say we wanted to share a video to somebody. Let's say it's a video, thumbnail tricks. Perfect. I'm going to click on this video, and I'm not in my YouTube premium account right now, which is bugging me. Here we go. We're watching this video, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to paste that and list right at the end, and I'm going to hit enter. Now we're going to watch what happens. This same exact video is pulled up, but my playlist is right here. So once this video is done playing, it is going to jump right into my playlist. So if you wanted to share this video with somebody, you'd hit Control-C, share that video. Now it could also be a video within your own channel, which would be a good idea. So if you're sharing a video of yours to another person and you put that and list at the end of that link, then when the person watches your video, they're going to be automatically looped into watching your playlist as well if they choose to keep watching. Moving on into the second hack that I found, it is going to be the current year strategy. And this strategy is simple, but it's very powerful to help creators stand out, especially within saturated niches. Now, oftentimes when people come to YouTube and they're looking for information on a topic, whether it be how to create thumbnails or how to edit a video, they instinctively prefer videos that are within the current year. And I do this. I'm guilty of this because why would I want to be watching a video about how to create thumbnails that was created 10 years ago? Because chances are that information is not going to be relevant now. So my tip here is when you are uploading a YouTube video and you are giving any sort of information, make sure that you are including the year, whether it be 2025, 2026, 2027. And the good news here is, let's say you've created a video a year ago that talks about how to create the perfect title for your video, and you look at that video, you watch it, and you're like, that is still relevant to this day. Good news is you can just change the title and update the year. And that way you can extend your content another quote-unquote shelf life. So this is a very, very small tip, but it is very powerful. Do not underestimate it. People are biased when they come to YouTube. They're like, okay, I want to watch things that were created for this year. Very small change, but we can all make it, and it's very easy. All right, next up, when a creator is uploading a video on YouTube, sometimes they automatically assume that that video has secured a spot in the algorithm already, just automatically. But the secret to uploading on YouTube is getting all of your ducks in a row before you actually hit publish. So let's say your video has a strong watch time. People click on your video, and when they do click on your video, they watch your video all the way through. That is amazing. But let's say at the same time, your video has a low click-through rate. So your content is clearly engaging, but people are not clicking on it. So the tip here would be to not guess and do testing. Now, YouTube has introduced a feature where you can now do A/B testing for titles. So that is something that I highly encourage you to use, because in the past we've had thumbnail testing, A/B testing, where you can upload 2 thumbnails and then you can see which one gets the better click-through rate, and YouTube will automatically choose which thumbnail is better for your video. But now they do that with titles. So just for an example, let's say you were creating that video about how to edit the perfect video. You put some title like, I found the best way to edit videos. You put that in A. And then, on the other hand, you put, I found the best way to edit videos in 2026. You put that in B. Just watch. B is the one that is going to get more clicks. But it isn't just about including the year in your title. There are also other things you can do, such as testing emotions within your titles or putting numbers within your titles. And for thumbnails, you can test different things like putting more text or less text or no text or bolded text or fun facial expressions, happy, sad, scared, confused. And when you run these tests, YouTube is going to tell you exactly what is getting more clicks. And once you figure out what that is for your channel, again, with every channel it can be different, which is why I don't want to generically say this is how you create the perfect title or this is how you create the perfect thumbnail, because different things work for different channels. But make sure you are using YouTube's testing. That way you can see exactly what is working for your channel and make sure to continue that in the future. Okay, next up, I'm sure you guys understand the struggle of just always feeling like you have to come up with a new idea. But what if I told you you don't have to constantly be creating new ideas in order to consistently still grow your channel? And this is because we can maximize what we already have with something called strategic repurposing. And strategic repurposing could be anything you want it to be, really. It could be breaking up your long formatted content to create YouTube shorts, or it could be taking these smaller clips and making it into something bigger. Maybe you're making a masterclass. The key here is identifying which segments in your old videos sparked the most interest. Whether it be comments, likes, or shares, or the retention rate, you need to find these aspects within your channel and your older videos and incorporate that into your future content. So let's say you're building a masterclass on how to make the biggest and best YouTube channel. Well, if this is what your channel is about, go back through your channel and find what helped people out the most. And make sure you take that content, you repurpose it into a whole new idea. And it not only is saving time, but it is also appealing to your audience, what you know your audience likes. And speaking of creating something like a masterclass, you don't have to sit down and create an hour-long video, because we could do something called the themed video strategy, which is basically just creating, you could think of this as creating a season in a TV show. The TV show is your YouTube channel, and I'm just making this analogy up on the spot, so I hope it's making sense. But your YouTube channel is the TV show, and then the season is going to be a playlist. So within that playlist, you are going to have episodes, which are going to be your videos. And honestly, this analogy is perfect. What the heck, I'm crushing it. But if you structure your videos as part of a quote-unquote maybe limited series, then you are getting the benefits of being a consistent creator, which is amazing for the algorithm. And then you are getting that binge watching behavior from your viewers, because they are within your playlist. They watch one video, as I showed you earlier, then your other videos will pop up as well. And then that ultimately results into a higher watch time across your whole channel. And if you're not using something such as a playlist, or you can also do this when you have a playlist, but make sure that you are utilizing end screens, because end screens are going to give your viewer that clear call to action on what to watch next. For example, this video was filmed over a year ago, but I already see right here there's a video that pops up, and I intentionally put that on the screen so viewers know, okay, this is the video that I should watch next, because this is going to be the next episode in the series. All right, now time is going to be your most valuable resource as a creator. And that is why smart creators use automation and bulking tools in order to save time. And there are many tools out there with bulking features, which is why I compiled a few of the best. But these types of tools can do things like change hundreds of titles at once. For an example, let's say you wanted to change the year 2025 to 2026. You could do this with a bulking tool. Or you want to replace outdated affiliate links, or change media handles, or add different end screens to your video, or reorder your playlist. This is exactly what bulking tools are for, and honestly, I never heard of these types of tools until I started looking into these hidden methods within YouTube. But two main tools that I found to do things like this is going to be TubeBuddy and vidIQ. Now, each of these are going to have their stronger suits, so you really want to make sure that you research which tool is better for what type of work you're doing. For example, TubeBuddy can update those cards and end screens, and vidIQ can manage your tags and your descriptions. So there's going to be different aspects within each tool. Before you commit to one, make sure you look into all of the details. But something that we could also use, something that is free, and I love free, is going to be YouTube Studio. I mean, it's a platform that is specifically created for YouTube because it is YouTube, but you can bulk edit for visibility, your descriptions, your tags, and your playlists. So, and this is a feature that I had no idea existed. Again, for example, I've got my channel pulled up and I am within just the general settings within YouTube Studio, and you can go into here to do upload defaults. That way, let's say you have a specific description that you want typed for every video that you upload. You could put that here and then you hit save. You can also put some tags in here. There's advanced settings as well. That way you don't have to, I have my advanced settings set to my liking. That way you don't have to play around with it every time you hit upload. So this is a good free option as well. Okay, next up, YouTube is all about psychology, whether we realize it or not and whether we like it or not. And what some of the biggest creators are utilizing in order to get viewers to expand that watch time and watch their videos from start to finish, they're using something called a micro commitment tease. So instead of just transitioning into new topics, they're more so building anticipation. So when you are recording a video, throughout this video, you want to tease what is coming next. So for an example, I could say something like, make sure to stay till the end because I'm going to be revealing the biggest secret of all. Something like that. Of course, maybe not as cheesy. Actually, I have a better example. You could say something like, before we dive into viral hooks, I need to show you the one mistake that kills 90% of YouTube videos. And that way, the viewer is like, okay, well, I'm excited to keep watching this video, but I'm also excited to be in the present and see what you're about to reveal right now. And that way, you are leveraging into the psychology aspect. You are leveraging the brain's need for closure because the viewer is staying for that quick payoff. They're like, okay, I'm getting info in the moment right now, but I'm also subconsciously excited for what is to come. Another tip within this strategy is going to be having a delayed reveal. For example, if you're talking about something like a statistic or a chart and you have it up on the screen, you could have that chart blurred and unblur that final number only after you have revealed it. But you could also spend those prior 15 seconds building up to that number and as to why it's important. And that way, viewers must stick through that explanation in order to get to that reward of seeing that reveal of whatever it may be. Now, another psychology hack is going to be providing that call to action to your viewers when you have delivered a major piece of value. That way, when a viewer hears that major piece of advice maybe that you gave, then that viewer is going to think to themselves, well, maybe this creator does know what they're talking about, and I do want to subscribe, or I do want to check out their course, or I want to check out their affiliate link now. And a lot of the time, that's going to be at the end of your video when you're providing something like an end screen, if that's what your call to action is, because you have just provided a whole video that has value. Okay, now a lot of strategy videos on YouTube will tell you you have to be creating content that people are looking for, which is true. Very, very true. But we also want to be looking for gaps within content. And what I mean here is looking for what people want more in. Now, testing new ideas is great, but it can be scary. So when we're creating a new idea, we also want to make sure that viewers are actually going to watch this new idea. But how do we make sure of this? So let's say, for an example, we're creating a new video. And we're creating a new video, let's say I had a beauty channel on how to do our makeup. So what I'd do is I'd simply just look up makeup tutorial or skincare tutorial. And I'd watch a few of these videos that are getting a lot of views, but something that I would look for is the comments. Now within the comments, we're going to look for commonly asked questions, and commonly asked questions that were not covered by the creator. So we could look for comments like, hey, could you do a part 2 on how you do your eyebrows? Or, hey, what was that lipstick that you're using? I really want to buy it. Or a comment that's saying, hey, you went over this part way too fast. I need you to slow down. I hope at least one of these strategies you had never heard of before, but the real magic is going to happen when you combine all of these strategies. And now at this point, you have two choices. You can do all of this with trial and error, or you can learn from somebody that has been growing YouTube businesses for over 10 years, which is going to be my brother Matt, my inspiration as well on YouTube. And he has helped tons of other people grow their YouTube careers as well. My brother has a program, and if you're interested in learning, make sure to check out the link in my description to schedule a call, or you can check out this video right here to get a free training on this. Now remember, you always have a friend in the YouTube game. I'm here cheering you guys on, and thank you for watching.